Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Andy. Going back to Chris Gardner. Chris, you got another question for Coach?
Yes, I do. Coach, would you like the conference to stay at the 20-game conference schedule going forward beyond this season, or go back to 18?
You know, I was a big proponent of the 20 because here's why I wanted to play 20 games. I think you're less likely to have cancellations or postponements in conference play because we're all under the same medical protocol. With non-conference games, I think it can get a little bit dicey. You know, what is the school that's coming in? Where are they coming from? For instance, our 2 non-conference games that I did mention will be bus trips for those teams. You know, so if something happens and we have to aid in the testing protocol, we could do that. My first mission is, you know, Cody asked me about Fabian, you know, and who's coming back, who's leaving the program, and all the injuries. You know, I really haven't thought about that. My biggest thing is I meet with our trainer every day. During the season, we always have a 8:30 a.m. Call. He calls me at 8:30 every day during the season just to give me an injury update from the day before. There's no sense doing it after practice. I always wait till the following morning to see where we are. But we've been talking almost every day since our kids came back in June. You know, they were in and out, but you know, we're talking about stuff we never talked about before. You know, at first it was, you know, everybody was wearing masks. Coaches are still wearing masks. You know, the players could not be in the locker room. They had to enter one door, and then they had to exit a completely different door. You know, we had these little red washcloths looking pieces of cloth that we had to walk around with to wipe off the door handles. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know, everybody's just been, you're trying to be as attentive to the CDC protocols as possible. What was the question again, Chris?
Would you like the conference to go back to 18 next season, going forward after this year?
Right. I apologize. I started rambling there, didn't I? I'm fine with it. I think the better our conference is, the more 20 games helps you. You know, if the conference isn't as good, then I think you're better off using your out-of-conference games to boost up your net rating. So the better our conference is, the more it makes sense to have 20 games. Like the ACC, for instance, that's a 20-game conference. Look at their conference. Every game's a quad 1 game. You know, the more quad 1 games you have, you know, for instance, a determining factor for me in playing in the tournament in Orlando with those guys was, you know, win or lose are quad 1 games, you know. And if you have NCAA tournament aspirations, scheduling like that helps you. And I spend a lot of time with scheduling. You know, this is my 7th year, and every year we've had a great schedule. We've had the right schedule every year. We've never not scheduled the right way. Like this year, this is a good schedule. Next year's schedule will be the right schedule, whatever it is. It'll be the right schedule. So we really pay attention to that.
Thanks, Coach.